you want to say, Diamond? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Give me a kiss, Mama. Say Mama. She's so sweet. Hi, everyone. Amy here with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. I'm going to wait for a few people to jump on. For anyone that says animals do not feel, do not think, you tell me. This is our Diamond. She was a cruelty case. We fought so hard. We had our lives threatened, in danger. We had to move, and we won. Not only did we win,
6 years later.
6 years later.
That was 6 years ago.
Wow. 6 years ago, we fought for Diamond and for Duchess. I did not even plan for this video to start out like this. It's funny how things happen. Diamond was a puppy on a property, a Doberman, chained, emaciated, every bone sticking out.
And she's the first eye kisses.
First eye kiss is what started us off with the eye kisses, is our Diamond. We fought with the police. We fought with animal control. The news came out. There were countless people on the streets fighting. We had to go through and find the loophole where the abuser, after animal control said there was nothing wrong and they were going to get a slap on the wrist or citations, we had donated food from our wonderful friends at Pod Supply, dropped off, and the news reported that the dogs were fed and they had plenty of great quality food because we dropped it off. So that's how ignorant. And with that being said, we found out that the abuser had outstanding warrants and he was arrested after we made the calls to the chief of police and also to the mayor. A lot of work, a lot of heart, and a lot of voice had to go into making this happen and getting Diamond safe and Duchess out of the hands of the abuser. When I was called to the scene, when I was told that the arrest was going to be made, I showed up. They were kicking and screaming, and they were taken away in police cars. I got death threats. They were going to kill me. It was horrible. We had to go to court. We had to move, which is why our personal address will never be put out there in public.
Reiterate, this is 6 years ago. We're
This
just
is six,
recapping who she
right. This is 6 years ago. Wow. Yes, exactly. So now, I started this video because this is to focus on Zorra. In the title and all the information, Carol is correct. A new friend of ours, Paul Mueller from CBS 12, thank you, Paul, for your voice and for your heart and for being a very strong voice behind Zorra. I put up all the emails. We need you all to start writing and demanding, Carol, say it. Animals are not to be considered property.
When you write your letters, I think it's really important that we really, really let them know that animals should be recognized as sentient beings and not property. And until then, I just think that we're fighting an uphill battle, because you can have something classified as a felony, but are they going to enforce it? You know, that's the whole problem. We go out on these cruelty cases all the time. We have statutes, we have, laws. Are they going to enforce it? But right now, animals are classified as property, which is absolutely absurd. They're not property. They are sentient beings, and that's what they should be classified as. They should be recognized as sentient beings.
What is the definition for sentient beings? Exactly, word for word, Carol.
A sentient being definition is a creature that can suffer and feel pain, mostly animals and humans. Related terms, animal generally in law. A sentient being is one with the faculty of sensation and power to perceive, reason, and think. So, right now, animals are classified as property.
Like a couch, like a car.
Yeah,
That's basically...
Like my blanket. That's what an animal is classified as my blanket. My property. This is my property. So my dog here laying next to me is as much as this blanket. It's a piece of property. So we need to change the language. When we're going to have a list of people that you can write, and in honor of Zorra, and you tell your story from the heart, but please include that we need to change the language. We need to change the mindset. We need to recognize that these animals are sentient beings. They have feelings. They could feel pain. They could suffer. They can breathe. They have the breath of life in them. They are not property. They are sentient beings. So that's my 2 cents. That's what I think is going to help in these letters.
And what I want to say is, listen, we can all sit here and we can type, justice for Zorra, justice for Zorra. Nothing is going to change unless you, each and every one of you, there are 351 of you watching this video right now. Nothing is going to change unless each and every one of you take the time. It does not have to be a long email. It can be a copy and paste, to the point. Send your emails. Make your phone calls. Listen, while the iron is hot, now is the time to strike. Your dog is your child. You have to make sense. You can't go on and screaming and attacking. You have to make sense. We are intelligent. We are all intelligent people here.
I'm sorry, I was trying to read.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm asking each and every one of you. We are taking the time to put up the information for all of you to write short and to the point. All the information is there. You know what you need to say. I want all of you that are going to write an email. I want you to CC or BCC 100 plus, and I'll add that, I'll edit it. 100 plus abandoneddogs@gmail.com.
Wendy, it'll be up after this video gets posted. If you look on the top of the video, there'll be a list of the people that you can send your letters to.
The petition that's going around, somebody created it, that's great. That is not going to change a law. It's going to help. I was told by a dear friend of mine, Debbie, who passed the Ponce's law. I spoke with her in great lengths. She is a paralegal, and she knows the work that goes into this. It's not just typing on Facebook. You will get nowhere. Trust me. This is going to be, everybody needs to write. You have to write your email direct it to the right people. Target the right people. And I'm asking all of you to please CC or BCC 100 plus abandoneddogs@gmail.com. You will be able to see all the information as soon as I shut down this video, and I will edit it and add my email, R100 plus Gmail, so that you can also add us to the email and we can see everybody who's writing. I want to keep a count. I want to see how many people are going to take the time to write that email.
When you write, it's important to write from the heart. But like she said, you want to keep it also to the point. And we want to find solutions. And one of the things that you should be outraged about is when you look at his rap sheet, this monster's rap sheet, when it comes to number 12, animal cruelty, the original penalty, the original bond was $2,500.
What is it at now?
I don't know. They raised it. I know that they raised it, but it's still not enough. But it was, the original bond is $2,500.
There should be no bond. It should be not getting out.
Right.
Never.
So that's why my theory is the reason why it's $2,500 is because to them it was property.
Right.
But if we change that language, we come up with a solution.
It's $2,500.
Right. So it's like a misdemeanor. It was something.
It is. Yeah, it's considered a misdemeanor.
Right. So that's what the worth was. So I mean, I don't know what the proper wording is. I don't know if I want to say thankfully, but he had such a rap sheet. That's
Stacey's
why
saying it's $1,000. That's what I thought it was too. That's what I thought it was.
It was $2,500. The original one.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it was 1,000. I don't know.
I thought
maybe
it was regardless. It should not be $1,000 or $2,500. Right. He killed Zorra.
Right.
What would it be if he killed a child?
Right.
That's my question. What if it was a child? It's a being.
It's a person.
That's why a dog, an animal, needs to be considered a being and not a piece.
A sentient being.
A property. Listen, all the other charges, I think it went up. I think it started at 15, went up to 19. I believe somebody posted that there are now 22 charges.
I think he's on like an immigration hold.
Yes, and also an immigration hold, which is not a high bond either on the immigration hold. It's a joke. So with all of his different bonds and charges against him, I've seen people, oh no, he's out. He is not out. He is in jail. I don't believe that he is going to bond out. But we need to keep the pressure on. We are doing everything in our power. But
if that was his only charge, he'd be out.
If his only charge was him murdering Zorra,
he'd be out.
He would be out right now. He would be walking the streets among us.
He's not being held in there because of what happened to Zorra. He's being held in there because of all the other things, because he's a career criminal at the age of 19.
Right.
The waste of space.
Right.
But so basically, if he had just done that heinous act against Zorra, he'd be out on a very small bond.
And remember what they say. When you start and you hurt an animal, you hurt a child.
He did hurt a child. That is a child. That was someone's
Well, to
child.
us, it's a child. Of course, it's a child. But what I'm saying, it's a known fact. So I'm asking all of you to please write your emails, write your letters, and also include our Gmail. We have to do this, not only for Zorra, but for all the other cases. Look at Ollie. There's so many to mention, like Paul said. I was just watching Paul Mueller's video, and he had worked on a lot of cruelty cases. There's every day, we all know, I'm so tired of coming on social media, and every second all I see is a person sawed off a dog's legs or stuffed him in a garbage or a dumpster, and they're getting off. They're walking.
I can't even go
They're
on that
walking. Carol won't even go on social media. She can't even.
Very, very minimal time because it's making me ill. It's making me sick.
Sorry, I feel like something caught in my throat. You're going to have all the information on who to contact. As soon as I shut down, it's going to be in the top of this live video feed. Let me explain. Everybody has been asking, and I appreciate, and I know Wanda appreciates it as well. Wanda is, like I said, I'm going to give you the facts, as we always do. Wanda is between places, and I would like to say thank you to a wonderful gentleman named Hale. If you're watching, Hale, thank you. And a couple of other people that also are wanting to donate. There's actually 4 or 5 people. My wonderful friend Leslie went out and bought gift cards, a couple of restaurants for Wanda. and that will give her, a place to go and eat. We're also collecting some gift cards from Publix for her. I was on the phone for hours. I never in my life imagined that it would be so difficult to get a hotel room in October in South Florida. We got Wanda settled last night. She's able to put her head down on a pillow with clean sheets and take a hot shower. She's not feeling well. I spoke to her this morning. So she has 1 week in a comfortable, clean hotel right now. With that being said, Zorra is being cremated, and she never had a chance to see her, say goodbye. Her remains, she's going to be cremated, and we are going to be picking up her remains this week. So I also want to update everyone. I've been on the phone, and I am putting together a location where we are going to be having a memorial for Zorra. I spoke to Father Joe today from the chapel, and I'll be creating an event page. I don't know how many people comfortably the chapel can hold. I will find out more details. So I know so many of you want to attend and show, your respects, and that's beautiful. We'll fill up the room. I don't care if we're outside, whatever it takes. I am going to be putting all that information together so that Zorra can have a proper memorial service. She was for any of you that are jumping on, Zorra was a 13-year-old dog, and she was paralyzed. She had a wheelchair, a pink wheelchair for cancer awareness. She could not walk. She even needed help walking with her wheelchair. She was in the back of her mother Wanda's car on a pillow. And in the car was a big, huge cooler with ice, water, food, and Zorra was sitting on her pillow while her mother ran into a Dollar Tree to get some money to put gas in the car. And a piece of garbage hopped in the car, stole the car with Zorra in the back seat. He drove around. He didn't just dump it immediately. He drove around and committed a few crimes, according to the police and BSO. So she sat in the back of that car on the pillow. And I want you to be angry. This is why I am bringing this all up again. I am reiterating to you how important it is for you to stay angry for Zorra and for all the future Zorras in the world.
And we can't bring her back, but we need to find a solution. We can't bring her back, but we can try to make a change. We can try to make a difference. And we can stop this disgusting behavior.
When I talk about this, I can tell it is so... as I'm talking about it, I'm getting angry. I find myself thinking about Zorra from the second I wake up throughout the entire day and evening. She is consuming me. And she's consuming a lot of you, because I know this, because all of you keep reaching out and you want change and you want to know what you can do to make change. This is your chance now. To all of you, this is your chance right now to make a change.
And we're going to fill up the courtroom too. As soon
That's
as
right.
we get the court date, we're going to fill up the courtroom. We're going to be spilling out of that courtroom.
That's right. Like Carol said, I know everybody wants to be there. We're going to be filling up the courtroom. We're going to be surrounding the courtroom. We need the media there.
Every rescue
should be there. Everybody should pull together. Every person that can attend needs to be there. Correct, Tracy. Carol knows 5 stages of grief. They're so, right?
Yeah.
What are they, Carol?
Oh my God. Grief, depression, anger, bargaining, acceptance. didn't say them in the right order, but you can teeter back and forth between them. And the last one is acceptance. Well, there's not going to be any acceptance. We're going to stay in anger.
No acceptance.
We're going to stay in anger until something is done. There's no accepting with this. And the best thing to do is to find a solution, to approach this like, okay, so we can't change what happened, like we can't bring her back, but now how can we make this solution? How can we do the best with this? How can we find a solution? The only thing that I keep thinking about is that we can maybe change the language and the mindset, change it from being property to sentient being, something that has feeling, that can suffer, that has a breath of life. And that's what Zorra was. She wasn't a piece of property. They treat her like she was just like the cooler in the back seat. She's not that. She was a sentient being. And that's where the language needs to be changed.
It's simple. It's a change of a couple of words that could change everything for every suffering, every animal that is inflicted with pain, murder, and we need to make a difference.
And there are different countries out there, I don't know off the top of my head, that do regard dogs as sentient beings, animals as sentient beings. I don't know off the top of my head which ones they are, but that's what we need to do. Because we can have these laws like we have these statutes we carry around in our cars until they enforce them. Sometimes they enforce them, sometimes they don't.
Right, but if you do something like this and you are arrested and there's a law in place, that's where it's important. When we are out on cruelty cases that we get called on and we call the authorities and the authorities say, you've seen it time and time again on my live videos while we're out there. You see the officials state, we don't know the law. And we have the statutes laminated in our car and we show them the law. And then they look at us and they say, oh, okay, can I see that again? And that's okay. There's so many statutes. So it's okay, but laws are in place for a reason. So when somebody that does a crime, such as Zorra and Ollie, when the law, or Ponce, that are off the top of my head, when these laws are in place, that is when the punishment goes into play. So what we need from all of you right now, I need you all fired up. I need you all so angry. I need you to continue to stay angry. And I need you to use that anger. And I need you to start writing and to I put it up there for you, what you need to put in your email. And I'm asking you to CC yes or BCC 100 plus so we can keep track of how many people are actively playing a role in the change and the justice for Zorra, and not just the ones that are sitting on Facebook and screaming and, he should be tortured. We all want an eye for an eye. But guys, laws are laws, and we need to sound intelligent. We need to know what we're talking about. We can't just start screaming at our senators and demanding change. They're going to laugh at us and they're going to not even bother. So basically, copy and paste, stay angry. That is the first and foremost thing that I need from everybody, is to start writing. Second of all, like I said, when the court date comes, and we are watching, when the court date comes, we will be posting every step of the way, and we want to ask everybody to be there. Fill the courtroom. Surround the courtroom. The media needs to be there. Power in numbers. We are the voice of change. Remember that. We are the voice and the only hope. These are voiceless animals that have no power without us. They are silenced because they can't speak. So exactly, Julie. And along with all of this, again, I wanted to give you an update that Wanda is in a hotel. She is comfortable. She is not hungry. I am in contact with her every single day. And then again, I am putting together the ceremony for Zorra. I will create an event page with all the details. It will be the second week of November. the 9th. I'm looking at November 9th, and I will be putting up all the details. It is a Saturday. So that's where I'm going right now. That's where the focus is. But I wanted to do this video. I wanted to update all of you with everything, because I know that it's been kind of quiet right now for the past few days, just kind of focusing and making all the phone calls and getting everything in place where it needs to be. Are you guys ready to start writing? Are you ready? Please, everybody start writing now. Start writing your emails. If anybody wants, If anybody wants to donate for Wanda, like I said, please email me. Let me know what you would like to donate, and we will make it happen for Wanda. We are not in any way, shape, or form collecting any money right now. No, I don't want to collect money. I want it to go straight to what her needs are. Like I said, if you want to purchase a Publix gift card, that's fine. It will get to Wanda. If you want to donate more towards her hotel, we are going to have to start helping her look for a place to stay. A studio, a 1-bedroom, someplace in the Fort Lauderdale, Pompano area, something just inexpensive. She doesn't have much, so we're trying to get her set up in a quiet little spot. Yes, she has another dog. She has a 12-year-old, small, 15-pound little dog. So I don't know what the status. I know that dog has been staying with friends of hers while she's going through all of this. She's not well. She's not feeling well either. So right now, focus. I am taking care of Wanda's needs. She's comfortable. She's safe. If everybody could start writing those emails. And if you have any questions, email me. And just put in the subject, wanting to help Wanda, or just Wanda, Zorra, whatever you would like to do. But please, everybody, write now. Stay angry. Power in numbers. Justice for Zorra. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. This is Amy and Carol signing off. Everybody, please get busy and start writing those emails. Thank you for listening.